And we're just about done. Well, we finally finished up with tillage here in Farmville, North Carolina. Basically, all we've been doing is prepping the seed bed and getting ready for planting. So right now we're in the 9470 RT. This is a track tractor, which we also have a 9RX. But basically we've got this hooked up to the Speed Mock Till, and we're just going to go ahead and park this over here because after a little while, after we get some fields knocked out, we do have to wash a lot of machinery. So yeah, this is the main tillage setup we've been running. It is a 9470 RT. It's got a lot of extra weights on it, and we have it hooked up to the 2680H Speed Mock Till. And yeah, basically it gets things done for us very, very fast and efficient. It is currently April 13th, and we're about to go ahead and get rolling with our planting season. So here in Farmville, North Carolina is where we do most of our planting. We own pretty much all the ground that you can see in this area. With that being said, we are farming about 12 to 13,000 acres, so we do have to have a big planter setup. And yes, you are looking at a 48 row DB120 planter. We've got this DB hooked up to a lovely 9RX. This 9RX is the 590 horsepower version. It's just worked perfect for us, and we can cover a lot of ground very, very fast. So our seed tender setup is as follows. We have a 3500 Hemi Ram hooked up to a tri-axle Unverferth 3755 XL seed runner. Now we have two compartments on these things. It's basically dual split, and right now we are going to be planting corn. So we're hopefully looking to get about 4 to 5 fields done today, and then after that we have to bring the equipment back, and we do have to wash off a lot of stuff. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and get up in this 9RX. So we're up in the 9RX, we got everything set. It is going to be a little hard to get this DB120 to cooperate in smaller fields, but nonetheless we will do it as we always have. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the planting. Alright, so we hopped out, we've planted just a little bit, and we're going to make sure that everything is operating as it should be. So all we're doing here is we're trying to check the seed trenches, make sure that we get good seed to soil contact, and make sure our depth is correct, and so far it's looking like the spacing is perfect and it's dropping them about as deep as we want them. So I think we're pretty much good, and we're going to get back into planting. So it's crazy to note that the field we are in right now last growing season was actually a hay field. We ripped this all up and did everything we could, and now it is going to be in regular row crop production. So we actually did decide to split it. So where you see the road up here to my left, it actually was row crop production for a long time, but the part that we just got done with that you can obviously see as a different soil type is where the hay field used to be. Alright, so field 1 is completely done. I'm telling you, this flies by in this 9RX. With that being said, we don't have to actually fold the planter up because our other field entrance is literally on the right of where we just got done planting. As you can see, it's literally right here, and it should be just about as fast. So while I'm thinking about it, that little spot up there, honestly, I'm thinking we're just going to rip it up at some point because there's no reason to have a border in between these two fields when it literally just goes around the farm. And actually, to be quite frank, we have a few other fields we're about to head to after this that are the exact same, so we just need to do some overall maintenance around this area. So now we're currently on the last pass of this field too. We only have about 4 rows left, and then we're going to head across the road and try to knock our other fields out as well. So unfortunately we do have to actually fold this up. I know it's literally just across the road right there, but we can't take the risk of taking this over and getting it damaged. So we're going to go ahead, fold this up, get on the road for about, 30 seconds, and then get in the field. Now that the planter is all folded up, all we gotta do is hit the road. So I stopped at the other shop just to get some tools, just in case anything happens or we need to make adjustments, but I want to run over to this shed real quick and show you our other planter setup. So for our main seeder, we have a John Deere 9630 hooked up to it, 4x4 with wheel weights in the back. And then when you come back here, we've got a big air seeder. This does have the CCS seed metering 2 on it, which is the latest technology. And yeah, it's a pretty big machine. So when we plant beans and other things and cover crops, it gets done fast as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead, get back on the road, and finish up our other fields. So here we are, we've arrived at our other 2 fields, and there's a third behind us. So we're going to go ahead, pull in here, and get moving along. So I just realized while we started this field that we have about 7% fill level yet. So we're going to go ahead and grab the seed tender and refill before we get too far into this field. Alright, so we've made it back to the seed tender. We're going to go ahead, hop in here, run it over, and try to fill this up as quickly as possible. So we got pretty much everything in line that we need. All we need to do now is extend the underfirth. We have to take the closing lids off of the fills, and then we need to fill it up. Alright, so we've gone ahead and unscrewed all the lids. Now we just need to unfold the auger and place it in the right area. Well, we got them about as full as they will get. As you can see, we spill a little bit on the left one, but it's okay, it's not a lot. So we're going to go ahead, screw these back on, and we're going to take the seed tender back, get a ride back over here, and finish up planting this field. Alright, we're back up with the planter, and all we have left to do is to finish this field. So we just got done with this half of the field, and we're going to try to cross this ditch. Let's just hope we don't damage anything. That surprisingly actually worked, and now we're on track to get this field finished faster than we normally would. Honestly, if this keeps going the way it is, we are pretty much on track to finish in record speed, because I don't think we've ever flown through this many fields this fast. So we just finished up this field. This is about the 6th or 7th field we've done. A few of them we have done various other times, but we have one left in corn, and it's right in front of us. We're on our last pass now. This is actually gonna wrap it up for, this year's planting of corn. We still have a lot of soybeans to put in the ground, but corn is wrapping up, and I couldn't be happier. We're currently on the road, and we're just now pulling up to the farm. We've got a lot of equipment to move around and to get cleaned off, so let's go ahead and get it all done. We've gone ahead and got our 9470 RT and then our 9Rx with the planter and mock till respectively, and now we're just going to go ahead and start pressure washing all this equipment. While we're doing this, it's important to note that these things are dirty and we do need to clean them off. We probably need to do a little better about cleaning them off, as it can prevent rust and various other things, and it also keeps them looking nice. Alright, so our first piece of equipment is actually clean. It took us about 30 minutes. We're going to take this back, put it in the shed, pull the combine out, hopefully get the combine washed as well as a mower, and then the planter, and then I think we should be done. Yeah, we just fired this thing up, and even the inside is filthy. That's honestly my fault. I should have cleaned it up before we put it back in here, but nonetheless, it's going to get cleaned anyway. The feeder house in this thing is absolutely filthy. I really don't know how we were getting this thing this dirty, but nonetheless, it's getting a bath, and it's soon to look clean and good as new. So we detailed the inside, we added about another hour on to this cleaning process. This one took a little longer than I thought it would, but nonetheless it's back to its new state, and that's as best as we can do it. Plus, the nice thing about doing this on our own is we don't have to spend hundreds of dollars for somebody to detail this when we can do just about as good as they can. Well, the sun has already started going down, and we've got everything that we've wanted to washed and put up. So I'm super happy that we have got so far and that we actually were able to finish up corn harvest today. That's not an easy task with us, given how many acres we farm, but nonetheless, I'm super proud of what we finished. Thank you guys so much for watching another video here on the Williams Farm channel. Truth be told, I'm super glad now that moving forward, I can say we are on a Tuesday and Thursday schedule. Now, this doesn't change a lot of things, as this actually opens up better opportunities for me as a content creator. What this offers for you is better content and more time spent on making your content. This should be a better outcome for everybody, because not only will I get to put in better effort, but you will get a better video out of it. Now, we will try to keep the stream in the loop. We'll try to do about, every once in a while, probably about once a week or once every other week. But nonetheless, yeah, moving forward, we're just taking this a little bit more professional, and I can't thank you guys enough for the continued growth, love, and support I have been shown. With that being said, I will catch y'all on the next one, and I hope you guys have a great day.